Good afternoon. Welcome to Current Affairs. Today is January 22nd, 2016. As I'm going to be a little bit busy in the evening, so I prefer to take current affairs during this time only for today. And from tomorrow onwards, again, we'll be shifting to the evening hours. So today I would like to speak to you on a particular issue that is related to the salaries of members of the parliament. Kindly remember, when I am talking to you about the members of the parliament, I am talking about the members that are present in both Lok Sabha and also in the Rajya Sabha. Most of the bills, rather, every bill will be introduced in the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, and finally they will become an act after the assent of the president. In the similar manner, when you talk about the salaries of any important office, maybe Supreme Court, maybe the Election Commission, maybe UPSC members, everybody's salaries will be decided by the parliament by introducing a bill and passing a bill. When parliament itself is deciding the salaries of so many people, who will decide the salaries of the parliamentarians? And this is one tricky one. This is the place where the members of the parliament, they decide their own salaries. Then obviously what will happen? Everybody who is present in the parliament, they will start demanding for higher salaries. And it will become very easy for them because everybody will be talking in the same format, increase of the salaries. So all the members will come together, introduce a bill and passing a bill. So that is the mutual benefit. Whether you are in the opposition party or in the ruling party, it does not make any difference when it comes to the salaries. So obviously what happens, all the parties will come together, they will pass the bill by both the houses of the parliament, because everybody is getting benefited. Finally, it goes to the President of India and his assent is nominal, as we know, and it will become an act, and the salaries of these members of the parliament will be increased. Now the point is that because these people are working for 5 years or 6 years, Lok Sabha 5 years and Rajya Sabha members 6 years, so they should be given the salary. But basically, the one fundamental point is that salaries will be given to the people who are working. But what exactly our members of parliament are doing? Are they really working? And when it comes to the working of the parliamentarians, we'll come to know more about their working when the parliament is functioning. Sometimes you will see in the TV channels, the members of the parliament, majority of them, they don't come and attend the parliament session. If they come also, they will be attending for a period of time and the rest of the time they will be spending in canteen. And they'll be discussing some other issues. But parliament is considered to be a temple for the nation where members of the parliament are expected to present and discuss various issues. Unfortunately, that is missing. Rather, nowadays, it is becoming more disruption. Of course, disagreeing with the government is a method of protest, and that is very much eligible as far as a democratic nation is concerned. But at what cost? But on what issues you are talking about? Every issue you are trying to take to the parliament, and rather than discussing the most important issues that are related to the people, these members are preferring for the disruption. When BJP was there in the opposition, it was doing the same thing, and now Congress party and other political parties which are in opposition, they are also doing the same thing. And all our political parties, each one blame others for disrupting. But ultimately what is happening, a common man is the loser. A common man is the loser. The things that are supposed to reach a common man, they are not being reached because there is no consensus in the parliament and each political party is behaving in its own way, whether it is Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. This is a matter of serious concern. The members are not working, still they are enjoying good amounts of salaries without any cuts. Now, again, there is a demand. For example, see, in the year 2010, there was a revision. From 16,000 rupees, the salary became 50,000 rupees. Now there is a demand that the salary has to be doubled in 5 years. Within 5 years, so they want the salary to be doubled. Should it be doubled? It can be doubled provided they do some productive and progressive work. Unfortunately, the critics say that it is not happening. That it's not happening, unfortunately, and still they are demanding for this. Of course, for every issue, there are both advantages and disadvantages. We can argue for and we can also argue against. So that's what we are going to do it. Do our parliamentarians really need a pay hike? And some people talk in terms of the inflation, rising prices. Hence, the salaries must be increased. My dear parliamentarians, first of all, you should look towards the common people. Is the price only for you or also for the common people? So when it is for the common people, what are you doing in the parliament to stop the price rise? What your government is doing, the ruling party? So these are all the various questions to be answered by the parliamentarians. Unfortunately, they are not being happening. It's okay. And one more important thing is that most of the parliamentarians do not work. It is because we know that since 1993, when P.V. Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister of India, the government of India has launched a program called MP Lads, Member of Parliament Local Area Development Scheme. So under that particular scheme, for each member of parliament, whether he belongs to ruling party, whether he belongs to opposition party, whether he is a nominated member or elected member, irrespective of that one, every member of parliament has been given 1 crore rupees and per year, and that 1 crore rupees he can utilize for the development of his local area. Local area means his constituency. Point number 1. And over a period of time, that 1 crore has been increased to 2 crores. And again in the year 2011, that 2 crores has been increased to 5 crores. Today, every member of parliament is getting 5 crore rupees on the name of local area development scheme. They have to use it. If they don't use this money for all the 5 years, the money will be lapsed. But unfortunately, what's happening, majority of the members of the parliament, they are not utilizing this properly. Hence, most of the funds are getting lapsed. So when the money that is available with them, when they can recommend for larger amounts of developmental works in their local area, so when they are not in a position to work, how exactly we can expect them to work them in future? Some people will also argue that the more is the salary, the more they will be honest. So there will be less corruption in the political field. This is what one argument. And I want you to think on these lines. Just because you are increasing the salary from 50,000 rupees to 1 lakh rupees per month, can we expect our parliamentarians will become honest? They will become non-corrupt? Do they really have so many ethics and values in their systems? Unfortunately, so many question marks are there. So I want you to think on this line. As the days are progressing, as the years are progressing, every person must be provided with a handsome salary. There is no doubt about this. But if you are not working, if you are disrupting the parliament, and if the people of your own constituency are not happy with you, what is the necessity of increasing the salaries? How many people are attending parliament regularly during the session? Maybe it may be any political party. That's the reason why there are some criticisms with respect to increasing the salary to them. Now what I'll do is that I'll open the document and I'll put the document in front of you. We have some points. So we'll try to have a discussion. Along with the discussions, I'll also raise some points, and please think on those lines. Is that okay? And how to think? You know this. Your thinking pattern should be logical and rational, and whatever you are thinking, whatever you are going to suggest, everything should be there within the boundaries of the Constitution. Am I clear? Now, look at this. I'm opening the document. Kindly have a look at this. MP's salary, excuse me. It was last revised in the year 2010. Can you remember this one? Periodical revision will always take place. And the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs recommended for 100% hike. Look at this. The 100% hike of salary, and also in two allowances. One is the constituency allowance, and second one is the office expenditure allowance. Look at this. You have to remember these names. Second one is the 100% hike in salary. Salary is for the people who are already MPs, and also the allowances, again for them only. One is the constituency allowance, and second one is the office expenditure allowance. Apart from this, they are also proposing for 75% of hike in pensions. 75% of hike in pension. So after 5 years of term, the members are given pension, and that pension is 75%, and the demand is that 75% has to be hiked. And what is the current salary? Look at this. Present salary of each MP is 50,000 rupees, and the proposal is to double that to 1 lakh rupees. They are going to get 1 lakh rupees. It's only salary, please. And apart from this one, current constituency allowance is rupees 45,000 rupees, and the proposal is to increase this to 90,000 rupees per month. And current office expenditure allowance is 45,000 rupees. It's going to be doubled, and it's going to become 90,000 rupees. Once it is doubled, it's going to become 2.8 lakh per month. 8 lakh per month for each member of parliament. This is not a huge one. And similarly, the current pension is 20,000 rupees. It is going to be increased by 75%. 75%. Is that okay? Next, look at this. This is going to cost the exchequer how much? 142.26 crores per year. Is it not a huge amount? For this reason, what is happening? A new bill is going to be introduced. New bill in the sense, already an act is there. You are going to make some amendment into that one. That's the reason why I use the word new bill. A new bill. The name is Salary, Allowances and Pensions of Members of Parliament Amendment Bill. Very, very clear, please. Okay. Salary, Allowances and Pensions of Members of Parliament Amendment Bill 2016 will be introduced, and once it is accepted by the Finance Ministry, it will go to the PMO. Once PMO says okay, so there will be a formal hope you are following the sequence. Parliamentary Affairs Minister, of course, some committees are also there. I'll come to you regarding those committees. But once the Parliamentary Affairs Committee, it has already suggested. Now, obviously, everything that is related to money should go to the Finance Ministry. Once it is finalized by the Finance Ministry, ultimately, the Prime Minister has to say yes. That's the reason why it will go to the PMO, Prime Minister's Office. And once it is okayed by PMO, then it will be transferred to the Cabinet meeting. You already know what is the Cabinet. All the Cabinet Ministers headed by the Prime Ministers will be sitting together. That is called a Cabinet meeting. And once it is accepted in the Cabinet meeting, then the bill will be introduced in the Parliament. The bill will be introduced in the Parliament. Once it is passed by both the houses of the parliament, obviously it will be passed by both the houses, then it will go to the President of India. President of India will give his assent, and that is the end of the story. Finish. So this amendment bill becomes an act. Once it is an act, the salaries are increased, allowances are increased, and the pension is increased. Is it not a very suitable, simple method for them? Very, very simple method for them. These are the people who fix and who decide their own salaries. That's the reason why there is a demand that there should be an independent body that should be established. An independent body should be established which will not be working under pressure or under anybody's control, and that independent body must give the recommendations whether the salaries of the members of the parliament to be increased or not. Is it okay? So there is a proposal. Quite long period of time there is a proposal. In fact, that proposal was mooted by one of the very, very senior parliamentarians today, that is L.K. Advani. You must be knowing L.K. Advani, very senior person in the politics, belongs to Bharatiya Janata Party. You must be knowing this. And that gentleman proposed it. And during the time, it was Somnath Chatterjee. Somnath Chatterjee was the speaker, and it was accepted by him, and that has been discussed in the parliament. But unfortunately, it was not established. Meaning, this discussion is not a new one. It was there in pending for quite long period of time. Is it okay? So now once again, I'll show you all these points. I'll open the document. Kindly have a look at this. Look at this. Originally, it is. So meaning, what are the bill I am talking to you? Originally, it is called Salary, Allowances and Pensions of Members of Parliament Act of 1954. For the first time, it was passed in the year 1954. And since then, very periodically, it is being amended to increase the salaries of the members. Now, let's look at some more points. Why people are against this? It is because the members of the parliament, by disrupting the parliament session, have given an impression that they don't work. Do you agree with this or not? Some of you may have your own relatives in the parliament. That's material for us. We are preparing for our own examination. Kindly look at our examination. Kindly think under the constitution. Why some people are against for this, increasing the salary? When you are not working, why should we pay you more salaries? Kindly see here, important point. They are introducing a bill, they are passing a bill, it is becoming an act, they are enjoying more salaries. Whose money is that? Do you know? It is the money of you and me. It is a taxpayers' money, it is the people's money that they are enjoying. We just don't mind if they are working and taking more salary. But the problem is that, the biggest criticism is that they are not working. That is the problem here. Is it okay? Now, once again, I'm opening the document. Kindly have a look at this. Look at this. Look at this next point I'm showing you. The salary should not be so high as to make pay the primary attraction for the job. What is the meaning of this? Don't try to increase the salary to such a level. Don't try to increase the salary to such a level so that it will become the primary attraction of the job. Okay, one second. Yeah. Now, what is the meaning of this? I'll tell you what is the meaning of this. Okay, now look at this. Now, obviously, what's happening? Some people maybe it may happen. Okay, it may not be 100% true, and you also may not be accepting this completely. obviously what will happen? Some people will be looking for the so-called the salary, obviously, which is a must for our survival. And if we keep on increasing the salaries like this, the politics will become the attraction. The politics will become the primary attraction to get more salaries. So that should not be the criteria. That's the reason why the strongest demand is that the salary should be enhanced, and that enhancement should be related to the work that is done. Efficiency should also be taken into consideration. You don't work, still you demand more salary. How the people will accept? Keep working and satisfy us and increase your salaries, enjoy more salaries. Nobody will object. That's the reason why the politics of the day needs the people who really work, not just the people who speak just because of the votes. No. Hope you are getting. Kindly follow these points. Once again, let me open the document. Please have a look at this. Do our MPs deserve hike? Look at this. How far it is justiciable that the members of the parliament decide their own salaries? I want you to think on this. Is there a necessity to establish an independent panel to recommend hike? Yes or no? Obviously yes. Look at this. In the year 2005, the then speaker Somnath Chatterjee favored for the establishment of an independent body after the issue has been raised by the BJP leader L.K. Advani. Okay, now we are looking at this. What happened recently? Recently, here, very recently in the year 2015, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister proposed for the establishment of an independent emoluments commission so that it will put to rest the public outcry. What is the meaning? If it is an independent commission, that commission will be periodically giving the recommendations to the parliament to either to increase the salary. If you are increasing, by how much percentage should be increased, and why it should be increased, why it should not be increased. Those recommendations will be given by that commission, so that what will happen, it will be reducing the public outcry, and also it will consider the huge responsibilities and important role they play in our representative democracy. All the members who are present in the parliament are the people's representatives. They are either directly elected or indirectly elected. Is that okay? You know all these points we have discussed in Indian polity. Meaning, if you have this particular commission, it will be recommending for the so-called not just the pay hike, it will also remind them from time to time with respect to the responsibilities and also the important role that they are supposed to play in a democratic system. Is it okay? But what happens? Joint Parliamentary Committee, JPC, Joint Parliamentary Committee, kindly see here, I'll tell you this point. Now, when you talk about the Joint Parliamentary Committee, kindly remember this one. Joint Parliamentary Committee means committee is a group of people. Committee is a group of people. In that, some members are present. Okay, in that some members are present. And all the members in that committee, if they are the members of the parliament, if they are members of the parliament, then it is called a parliamentary committee. Then it is called parliamentary committee. Is that okay? So in a parliamentary committee, I may have Lok Sabha members only or Rajya Sabha members only. Is that okay? But in some committees, we have the members from both Lok Sabha and also the Rajya Sabha. All are parliamentarians, all are the members of the parliament. Nobody is there from outside. And when you have the members from both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, That particular committee is called Joint Parliamentary Committee. Is that okay? So now you understood this one. I will be opening the document once again. Have a look at this. The Joint Parliamentary Committee on Salaries and Allowances of Members of Parliament, headed by BJP Member of Parliament Yogi Adityanath. He said that there is no objection for the establishment of the commission, but its recommendations cannot be superimposed. So this is the statement that is given. Generally, what is expected if you are establishing an independent commission, most of the recommendations are expected to be accepted. But this person is saying that those recommendations should not be superimposed. Then how to decide? How to decide? Please have a look at this. If you want to increase the salary, that should reflect the levels of the responsibilities. Persons with outside interest should not be deterred into the parliament. One second, some mistake is there. The persons with outside interest should be deterred. So what is the meaning of this? So let me tell you, for example, most of the times you will understand, most of the times you will see, majority of the members of the parliament, they have some business. Already they have some business. And after getting elected, after becoming an MP, their primary responsibility, secondary responsibility, and every responsibility is to work for the welfare of the people, not to work for the welfare of his business. Unfortunately, what is happening, majority of the parliamentarians who are there in the power, so they are trying to promote their business. It becomes easy for them to move the files from one table to the other, and also to get the clearances if they are there as a members of the parliament. Is that okay? So that is the reason, if you want to make the people to, that is the reason why there is a demand. Only the people who are really interested to serve the nation and serve the people are expected to come to the politics. But what is happening? This is the reason why majority of the times you see in most of the parliamentary constituencies, Lok Sabha constituencies, no development work will happen. It will not happen because members of parliament are not working. They are not working because they have the interest in some other activities, their own business. It's a very, very, very unfortunate as far as the democracy is concerned. That's the reason why I always say the people in our democracy, the largest democracy in the world, so the people are being made scapegoats. And people do not have the knowledge or the guts to raise the voice. That's the reason why, so they're playing their own games. That is the reason why people should start questioning. People should start questioning the members of the parliament. How do you question? First of all, you should know what exactly is happening. Meaning, awareness has to be created. How do you create the awareness? Awareness is possible only through the proper education. What is happening? From 65% of literacy, we move to 74% of literacy. That is not enough. That is not enough. People should be made aware of the things what are happening in the nation. What is our system? Why are we electing somebody? What are his responsibilities? And is he performing the duties or not? What is the money that is allocated for our constituency? For what purpose? Is it being spent or not properly? That's the reason why all this is possible only when the people will become educated. That's the reason only very, very few people in the country will question it. Clear? And only few people will be questioning in the country, and the people who question, they are being trashed by these politicians. What happens? What happened to our RTI? Right to Information Act is there. Now it is available for all the citizens. All the citizens, But unfortunately, majority of them do not know how to make use of this. Is it okay? What are the information that is coming out with respect to the embezzlement of our funds? That is only very, very meager. A lot has to be done, and everything rests on the youth of the nation. The older generation, they think that they are mature, they may be over mature, but now it is the responsibility of the youth to take up, to promote the education levels, to create awareness that is possible only by the younger generation. Hope you are getting me. Please think on these lines, please. Okay, meaning is simple. Once you become an IAS officer, or if you become any important officer in a reasonably stronger position, obviously what will happen, because you know what is happening in the system, so you can go against them. You can curb the corruption. You can curb the nepotism. You can curb the red tapeism. Red tapeism means delay. You can reduce the delay. You can deliver the goods to the people at the earliest. That is possible only when a person has committed heart. Heart and mind both should work together for the development of the nation. That is possible only when lots of ethics and values are inculcated. Hope you're reading me. Once again, I'm opening the document. Please have a look at this. So they should be rewarded if it is full-time career for them. Meaning, for most of the parliamentarians, parliamentary job is not the full-time career. But if anybody is coming up that it is a service to the nation, it is a service to the people, they should be rewarded. I have some points for you to think. Please think. How it would be if the hike is related to the performance. If it is performance linked salaries, think on these lines. And there should also be no daily allowance on the day when the parliament is disrupted. What do you think? How do you think? Is it a good idea? You must be knowing about this one. The parliamentarians are given a daily allowance during the parliament session on the days. But because of any reason, if the parliament is disrupted on any particular day, cut down the daily allowance. Obviously, what will happen? There may be some there may be some pressure on those people so to continue to sit and discuss in the parliament, because they know very clearly if the parliament is disrupted, if the parliament is suspended, that day daily allowance is not there. We have seen days together, sessions together, they were cancelled. They were cancelled because of the disruptions. So it should act like a deterrent. It should stop them from disrupting. Now, of course, there is a, if you want me to think in a very soft manner, obviously what will happen, every member who is present in the parliament is not disrupted. There may be some smaller political parties. There may be some political parties who really want to continue the discussions. Then what happens to them? Nothing. Nothing. In order to gain something, you have to lose something. There is a necessity of the sacrifice on the part of some people to gain tickets. That's the reason why there is no other go. You have to cut the DA for that particular day. Is that okay? Now. And whatever comes to your mind, you can keep on thinking. And if you want to share with me, you can share with me. Also think, if DA is not given, why an MP, DA means daily allowance. You have seen, no? Just now I told you. If it is not given, why an MP who does not, one second, who does not, please, who does not disrupt the parliament should suffer. If he is disrupting, he should suffer. If he is not disrupting, why should he suffer? This is the place I am telling you. There is a necessity for the sacrifice on the part of some people. Now look at this. Can we also say what? That if it is strictly implemented, then serious members may discourage disrupting members from doing so. Yes, why not? Serious members will definitely discourage the disrupting members. Don't disrupt. Let the parliament should continue its role. Again think please. Is this sufficient to keep them disciplined? Do you agree with me? If I say that members of the parliament are not disciplined, yes or no? Obviously they are not disciplined. They should be like role models for the nation. But unfortunately, because of their shoutings, because of their slogans, somebody will sit in the parliament, somebody will sleep in the parliament when the session is going on. Very unfortunate things will happen. Somebody will fold some flag, somebody will cut the papers and throw them. In Rajya Sabha, what happened? One person has thrown the papers on the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Is it not an insult? Is it a behavior on the part of a member of the parliament? Very unfortunate. And some members will make the comments on women. How shameful it is, right? And should we encourage such people for getting elected and re-elected? Definitely not. That's the reason why awareness has to be created, which is possible only by quality education. Quality education. Is it okay? So meaning I mean to say that just by cutting the salaries or cutting the daily allowance, they cannot be kept disciplined. Something else has to be done. And if your answer is no, what do you suggest? You have to suggest, should salaries be increased to keep them honest? Again, you think. I gave you these points. Have some miscellaneous points, please. Kindly have a look at this. At present, MPs are getting less salary than that of MLAs in few states. This is one concern. MLA, a member of parliament, in fact, okay, just a moment. Yeah, a member of parliament is holding a larger area than an MLA. I'm talking about the territory, that is a constituency. Generally, when I'm talking about a member of parliament, especially in the Lok Sabha, one member of parliament is holding an area which is the combination of the 6 to 8 assembly constituencies. 6 to 8 assembly constituencies. And unfortunately, the members of the parliament, they are getting lesser salary when compared to the MLAs in few states. You may be living in any state, you just inquire how much salary that your MLA is getting. And it will be shocking to know in some of the states, they are getting higher salaries than the MLA, than the members of the parliament. Obviously, that is also one reason why the members of the parliament are demanding for higher salaries. If they are demanding, that's okay, that's a different thing. But we request them, we are the people of the country, we elected you, please work for us, please perform for us. Okay, as long as you are performing well, we don't have any objection that if you raise your salaries. Because whatever the rupee, every rupee you are eating, Mr. Member of Parliament, every member of Parliament, whatever you are eating, that is my rupee. That is my money. Is it okay? That is the people's money. Is it okay? So with this particular note, I'll be stopping at this stage, and I just don't want you to listen and forget about this one. You keep on thinking about this. Should be increased or not? I gave you some suggestions. I gave you the backgrounds. And I want you to think more and come out openly with more sessions. So thank you so much for being with me. I'll see you tomorrow with some more current affairs. Take very good care of yourself and have a fantastic day. Thank you.